Testing, testing. Can you hear me, Andrew?
Loud and clear.
Excellent. That's about as good as it's going to get, so enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an incredible noise generator at the front there. But as I said, as the flight goes on, the kind of the background noise will disappear and you'll hear my voice better. But as I said, any time you don't understand something, by all means say you don't understand, and I shall attempt to improve my communication. All right, just going to light up my sat-nav at the front here, because we're going to be above the clouds. It's always worthwhile knowing where you are so we don't bump into somebody's airspace. Right, so that's now working. Route.
Enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
Right, that's all working. So what I'll do is I'll tell you what I'm going to do to get the aircraft going, and in fact I'll talk to you all the way through.
Okay.
You're lucky you're the first flight after lunch because the aircraft has cooled down a little bit. Normally in between flights it gets very, very hot. Bear in mind it's a liquid cooled aircraft engine.
Okay.
It's got two great big radiators under the wings, but the amount of airflow on the ground is not enough to cool the aircraft adequately, so what happens, it gets hotter and hotter. If you look at your left knee, the little gauge at the bottom of the panel by your left knee says rad in degrees centigrade. You see that?
Oh yes, I can see it.
Yeah, and that's reading 80 degrees at the moment. We can't go if we go above 110, and it'll take no more than a minute or two to get up to 100 and such. So once we get going, I will not be hanging around. I'll tell you what I'm doing, but when we get to the runway, we need to go. Brake on. I was going to close the door. Wait for Tom. Alright, so I'll crank it over, and we'll put the ignition on, and we'll get some noise. There's a working Merlin, and the smell you can smell is £10 notes being torn up and thrown in the ditch. So taxiing the aircraft, Andrew, is much like taxiing a Cessna. We use our feet, so if we want to go to the left, we use the left rudder. If we want to go to the right, we use the right rudder.
Oh, so it's not connected to the rear wheel then?
It's not. The rear wheel is like... The rear wheel is about as directional as a shopping trolley at Tesco's.
Oh, no, right, okay.
It literally is it's castering like a shopping trolley. It's exactly the same.
Just on the edge of the MDZ and now final for 2-1 right.
Okay, Andrew, with your hand on the control column then.
My hand's on the control column.
You have control, sir. You have control.
I have
Spitfire.
I have.
Charlie Echo at the hold rudder 2.
Have a little wiggle around to see how responsive it is, and then try a turn.
Go final 2-1 right.
Okay, what?
Are we going to go left?
Yeah, whichever way you want to go, right or left.
Oh,
up to you. You see how sensitive it is?
Aircraft at Bravo 2, if you want to taxi through to Bravo 1.
Okay, now try a left on the P3X. Arm in a row. So how's your stomach after that?
It wasn't too bad, a little bit light, but I'm okay.
Alright. Okay, your turn then, your turn, you have control. You got it?
I have control.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a barrel roll, right?
No, just fly around on top of the cloud again, just like you did before. more enthusiastic about how much battery you use. You're flying it very well. But be confident in the aeroplane.
I want my control. Threshold.
There's a nice flat cloud to the left there. We'll go over the top of that.
Okay, okay. Now, give me some more power again. Just like a computer game, isn't it? Now to keep that left-hand turn going, into that big gap, back towards the lake again. Left turn, please, left turn.
Golf Delta Bravo, November Delta, take it off. Golf Delta Delta, there's no traffic. That's Sywell traffic. Perfect.
Okay, I have control.
You have control.
Now let's get back down below the clouds again.
Final information, Golf Bravo, November Delta, take it off. Golf November Delta.
So we're going to gently head our way back towards the airfield.
Okay.
And we'll do how about another roll on the way down?
Okay.
Do another barrel roll.
Yep, still with you.
Right, how about a loop to finish then?
Repeat.
A loop to finish off. A loop the loop.
I didn't quite understand that.
A loop.
Oh, a loop.
A loop. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
over the top. And down the other side. You've got the whole lot now.
That's it, thank you. I don't think I can take much more.
That's right, we're going back now anyway. Perfect timing. Well done. Sywell traffic, Spitfire near X-rays, North Wellington region.
Aboard. Thank you. Star traffic blades are departing out to the south and southwest. Blades at stud 1, that's stud 1, go.
And Sywell traffic, Spitfire near X-ray, and other aircraft in the circuit. Spitfire near X-ray, joining left base, 21 right for the fly-through. You'll be pleased to know the airfield is just to the left of the nose, it's about 2 miles away.
Okay, yep, I think I can see it. Yeah, I can see the runway.
Well done. As long as you can hold your lunch down till then, we're there. Spitfire X-rays coming on to finals for the fly-through runway 21 right. So we've got the power all the way back now, Andrew, so I'm going to pull the nose up to kill the speed.
Okay.
Once you get to gear speed, we're going to put the wheels down. Put the flaps down. Spitfire X-ray, downwind right hand, 2-1 right. 1, 2 greens. We're looking to be our downwind of just about 1,200 feet, 100 knots. Winds from the left, so we'll just cock off a little bit to the side. Now we'll do our check. So the brakes, the air's good, the brakes are holding, undercarriage down, 2 greens, mixture, mags, prop, we'll stay at 2400 for the moment. Primer, fuel pump, flaps, air's holding, instruments are good, throttle friction off required, carpet, coolant, fully open. Okay, so from this point on then, we're going to do a continuous turn on the final approach, starting at 100 knots.
Okay.
It's with all good Spitfires, we curve all the way around so we can see the runway until we're just lobbing the wings for touchdown. So, the runway looks clear, nothing on the approach. 100 knots, looking good. Gear, drop all the way forward. Spitfire near X-rays, turning finals, runway 21 right, gear down. Back to 90 on the finals, all looking good, trimmed out. Wind still from the right, a little bit high. A little bit fast. And you see the wind from the right, so we're cropping sideways slightly. Power coming off. Closing the throttle. Right wheel first because the wind's from the right. Lower the tail. Get the shopping trolley back down there, and then we use the brakes to slow gently down without keeping the aeroplane in the middle.
Flaps coming up because they blank the radiators. And just bring us to a gentle halt. Right, if you're going to use your left hand, you reach up to the canopy, the latch, not the ball, the latch. The kind of the chain across the front there.
Yeah.
Pull that down and back, bow your head, and you get some fresh air. How's that? Better?
That was an experience. I don't know about the fresh air though. I was all exhaust fumes on the smell.
Yeah, well, I say it's what you've paid for, so inhale it. How much fun is that though, in a Spitfire on top of the clouds like that?
Well, that's an experience that is hard to beat.
It is.
It's hard to beat.
Well, you put it very well. Once I gave you something to aim at, you seem to sort of enthusiastically get onto the how enjoyable it is, having a big powerful aeroplane and just dancing around on top of the clouds. I mean, this is the Spitfire's element, you know, down slugging along at 2,000 feet like you were in your Cessna or whatever it was. It's not, That's not proper flying. That is proper flying. The freedom of three dimensions on top of the cloud at 200 miles an hour or more. That's where it's at for me.
It just makes you think what these young men did all those years ago. Although they weren't dancing about on the clouds, they were trying to stop alive.
Well, that's right, someone was shooting at them, so they were doing all the same stuff as we've done, but they were doing it twice as hard, with twice as much noise and twice as much power.
Yeah.
And they didn't have proper headsets like we got, they just had cloth helmets on. So, yep, amazing generation. And I think that's the one thing about the aeroplane, it does make you realise it was just an amazing feat to be able to do that. Even when you're 20 years old, you know, you're very resilient as a 20-year-old.
Well, yes, I mean, yes, you, when I was 20, you never thought you were going to die, did you?
That's right, it's always going to happen to the other guys, isn't it, on your motorbike or whatever you're doing that's dangerous. There's a note, if you look at the temperature gauge again, down by your left knee, we're back at 105.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's heated up quite quick.
Yeah, it takes a while to settle down, so we can't hang around, which is why we're not taxing in really slowly. We're going to get it on the ground, get it shut down before it boils.
The old girl arrest.
Yeah, the old girl arrest. Okay, so I'll do a quick check of the ignitions. That works. It's up, radio's going off, and shut off the fuel supply, and all will go quiet. There you go.
And rest.
And relax.
Enjoy that then?
Yeah, it was good. Starts the size of half the silver. Got to do. Yeah. That's one thing off the bucket list.
Aerobatics as well, did you go upside down or?
Oh yeah, upside down and loop. Brilliant. 2 bar rolls and loop.
Wonderful. Two, fantastic. Mind these wheels as you come down on the bottom as well. Congrats, well done.
You made it. You made it.
It is, though, isn't it?